CA Pate, back at you with another video. And in today's video, we are going to go over the functions of a Ryker. So I'm gonna show you how to do the basic startup and basic functions for you newbies or people that are in the market for one. I was at the dealership about 3 weeks ago, and I was there with a young lady that was buying a Ryker, and she just thought it was cute. Some of you ladies just think the bike is cute and don't really understand how to ride it. It is a great start, if we want to say it for lack of a better word, like a starter motorcycle, especially that 600. But she was there and she was buying one, and she's picking out all the colors and the panels and the this and spending all this money, but she's afraid to get on it. So she planned on having somebody else come and pick it up for her. It was funny. So I brought her out to my bike, and I got her to get on my bike or whatever. She just wanted to sit there and take pictures, but she didn't want to ride it. She was afraid of it. She just wanted to sit on it. So I know a lot of people start out that way. So let's get into the video. Before we do, hit that subscribe button for me right now. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can be alerted of all upcoming C8 Pay videos and content. Let's get it. So you got the basic Ryker 600 and you got a 900 engine. The 600 is 600 cc's, the 900 is 900 cc's. The 900 has more power, obviously, than the 600 do. You can step up and go get one of those Spiders that have over 1,300 horsepower. I think the Ryker one day will be 1,000 horsepower. I think that's the next thing, variation that we'll see. I'm sure we'll see a electric Ryker. Obviously, that's coming, I think, 2024, 2025. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see 1,000 horsepower. I think they'll give us a little bump at some point. So to start the Ryker, all you're doing is hitting this button down, stepping on the brake. So that's the brake. We're going to step on the brake. And then we're going to turn this throttle. This is the throttle, basically, for lack of a better word, the gas. We're going to hold this in and turn the throttle forward. And as you can see, the bike starts. To shut the bike off, all we're doing is hitting this button and the bike shuts off. Real simple and easy to operate and do. When we turn this throttle, or let's say gas, if you want to say, back, that's what makes the bike go forward. So we got the basic brake function that's down here. This is the extended brake. So the brake is actually smaller than that. This is the extended brake, what the extended brake looks like. So you got more real estate down there to hit the actual brake. Over here, we have the bright for, night driving and you need to have your brights on. The horn, and then the left and the right turn signal. If you hit the left turn signal and you make your turn, it'll automatically stop blinking. But if you don't make your turn, if you hit the left and you don't make your turn, you have to push this in for it to stop blinking. As I said, over here, we got the start and we got the off. This right here will just cut the bike on if you want, like, just to see basic functions. It'll cut it on for like 30 to 45 seconds for you for a second, but it won't start the bike. So let's see, let's practice a few things. Let's see if we hit the brake and we push this down and hit the throttle. You see it doesn't start. We have to push this in for it to start. So even as we just saw right there, we can, if we wanted to, we can hit the brake. You can push the throttle forward, and then last, hit the gray button. It'll still start it. So just some basic functions just to get you newbies started. This is for the newbies. Some basic functions to get the newbies started on how to start your Ryker. This is the frunk, where all your junk goes, as I say. So you could put your gloves in there, your wallet, your keys, so on and so forth. Obviously, that comes with the bike. We got this storage area up here. This doesn't come with the bike. It's like $100. It does not come with the bike. You can pretty much get this bike basic and stripped down. As I always tell newbies when I see them, Buy the bike with nothing on it. Figure out if you want a 600 or a 900, whatever your or rally, whatever your pockets would want, can afford, and what you want, and then build out from there. But do it, get in all of the different Facebook groups, because everybody's always selling something, selling some parts, or somebody got into an accident or something like that, and people are always selling parts for these things. So don't buy anything. You can get some cheap parts on Amazon. You can get some stuff on, the stuff on Sling Mod is pretty expensive, so I always tell people to start with Amazon first, and start with get with a lot of the Ryker channels, especially anything that says Ryker accessories, Ryker mods, Ryker parts, because you're going to be able to get really good deals on this stuff. So let's say a lot of times people have like their back storage thing that they'll pay $250 for, and then a year later they're selling it for $100, so you can save $150 on it. You got your, everything is under here, under your hood. As you can see, I was riding and my hood wasn't even all the way on, but everything's under there, under your hood. So you got your battery right there. You got your coolant system. Right under here is your fuse box. And a lot of times, you know, if something's wrong with your bike, it's probably going to be one of these three areas, to be honest with you. It's either going to be your battery is dying or needs to be charged. It's either going to be the coolant system itself, or it's going to be something with the fuses. And the fuses, again, are just sitting right under here. You take that off, you see all these fuses. This fuse is for like all the lights or whatever. So this fuse on my bike, it has blown like twice, and I had to replace it. So some of the times that I'll be plugging something in and didn't plug it in properly with the lights, and then all of a sudden the bike will start blinking. It's like, hey, I screwed one of my fuses up, and that's usually the one that I got to go change. So real easy, simple. Honestly, it's kind of an easy bike to deal with. This little piece right here, that's like if you want to go into the bike, if I got a dyno jet or some other system, if I want to go into the bike's like computer system, that's where I do it at. We got the reverse over here. On the reverse on mine, it has this thing called a jockey shifter. So all you have to do is just grab this and you push it back, and the bike goes in reverse. You push it forward, the bike goes forward. I also got the lock function in there. Put the key in there, and how this goes down to, you know, make the bike go forward or whatever. It won't do it if I lock that. So if this is not down, the bike won't take off. So we try to put the hood back on. Let's see if I can put the hood back on with one hand. Pretty sure I can. Huh. Okay, give me a second, y'all. We got this. All right. So, to end the video, gonna try to just start it up for you guys real quick. And as I said, the bike will not go forward unless this is down. If the parking brake is up and I try to hit this throttle, the bike isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to tell me it's still in park. When I push the parking brake down, that red light goes away to tell me that the parking brake is down, and now I can take off. The spiders, most of the spiders now are semi-automatic, meaning when you downshift, you don't have to downshift. The bike will do it for you on its own. But when you're, you know, going in motion or whatever, you have to upshift on your own. So this is just a straight automatic bike where you just hit a throttle and the gas, and you got a brake down there. Real simple and easy to use. So I hope you guys, for the newbies and people that don't have a bike yet, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I'm gonna do a few more videos, you know, like this. Again, I understand, and I've seen a bunch of comments where people are saying, hey, you do have a newer crowd, so, you know, they're asking like other questions on videos I've done. Some people won't go back and look at the videos, which is, it is what it is. So I'm gonna try to do at least 1 or 2 videos like this a week for the newbies, just getting you guys comfortable with your bikes overall. Hit that subscribe button for me right now. Hit that like, get in the comments section, hit that notification bell, and so you can be alerted of all C8 Pay upcoming videos. Until next time, my friends, C8 Pay out.